Alright, so Miss Amberlynn Reid's got her mukbang medical diagnosis video, so I will respond to this one because it at least has something hopefully interesting. I have sped it up to 1.5. Hopefully that's enough. Like I said, it does make her look like she's eating a little faster than normal, which is kind of like the con to it, but whatever. Everything on her plate looks fine. I'm a fan of rice cakes. The celery with the tuna looks actually kind of good. Love pickles, love apples. Nothing overly crazy or, extra. I can see she's got the little wristband on. Maybe it's a sign of carpal tunnel, some kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just her trolling. We'll see what she says in a second. But pray for me because I'm going in. Whoops. Actually, I'm going to stop real quick because I just forgot I Alright, now pray for me. I'm going in.
Mukbang. So I'm a little shaken up. I got a phone call before I sat down. I had all my phone. Sorry, like I said, I'm a little late. I had all my food ready to rumble, and then I got a phone call. I've been playing phone tag with my doctor's office. So we'll get into that. I had a few topics I wanted to talk about today. I guess we'll get around to them, hopefully. So, obviously we have an apple. I want to start off by saying I have been having the hardest time finding a doctor that works for me. If you guys ever feel like something's wrong within your body, keep fighting for that. Because a lot of doctors kind of bypass certain situations. This recently happened with a friend of mine. She knew something was wrong. And it turns out she went to a few doctors and they ignored her. And she was right. Something is very wrong. That's like personal. We don't have to get into that right now. Here we have tuna boats with celery. I'm sure this has been done before. I've never seen it. I randomly was like,
sounds
tuna
good.
sounds good, so it's celery. So I just kind of came up with this. I hope it's good.
It definitely sounds good. I like tuna.
It's good. Yay! So, as you guys know, I've been through my fair share of doctors, and none of them.
Which is funny to me. Like, I don't know why she doesn't just stick with one. Maybe because she's trying to find the doctors that tell her what she wants to hear. So when they don't, when they're like, look, here's the truth, you deal with it, you don't. And she's like, well, I'm not going to deal with it. Then, like she switches doctors. I believe that's why. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But there's got to be a reason that she needs to see so many doctors. Like, one doctor, unless they're sending her to a specialist for something different, should be the only one she sees. Because, like, even when she made that comment about, she had seen a doctor and she was like, oh, when I told them I was on this, or this. And I'm like, well, how do they not know that already? Like, that's the problem with seeing multiple doctors is they're not going to know what medications you're on or what has been tried because now there's someone new and they have to then get to know your history and da-da-da. And it's just like, I feel like unless you really, really feel like they're giving you bad advice or a bad diagnosis, there's no reason to see more than one doctor. You should have your own family health doctor that you go to every time there's an issue and then let them send you to a specialist if need be.
Seem to take me like as seriously as I would like. I feel like when you have a doctor, you see someone, you should feel safe when you're in their care.
Yeah, but I feel like if you don't, that's more on you than anything. Like, because I don't know. Like, I feel like she comes up with the reasons that the doctor's not making her feel safe, and like I said, it's probably because they don't tell her what she wants to hear. Like, it's just that simple. Like, she keeps people around her that enable her to do what she does and that will tell her what she wants to hear, even if they don't agree with it. Because I can guarantee that there are a lot of things she does that Becky or Ricky or Eric or, whomever that they don't agree with. But they're not going to say anything to her. And that's what she likes. She knows that. She knows that she has them, wrapped around her finger because what are they going to do? Ugh. I still just can't watch her chew. It's horrible. Sorry. It's so gross.
I also have me
Oh, nauseous.
pickles. I love pickles.
It's just the way she chews. I don't know. And it might be, like I said, it's probably just because it's sped up. And it makes it look
My
worse.
friend Dana, which I'm sure you guys know her,
Duh.
obsessed with pickles. I don't blame her. They're so good.
So by your friend Dana, are you talking about your ex's fiance wife? Is that her wife now? I don't even know. Your ex's girl? Yeah, we know who she is. My friend Dana, you know who she is. Like we've really, like she's never been on here unless she knows a different Dana that I don't know about. That's so funny.
I mentioned that I went to the doctor. I think it's been twice in the last 2 weeks. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That's so good.
It's morning and I'm exhausted.
What I put in mine, tuna, light mayonnaise, pepper, and garlic powder and onion powder. And it's perfectly fine. That's just...
See, I'm worried that she's going to wait till the very last minute to give us whatever her medical diagnosis is. It's probably something stupid. Oh, I have carpal tunnel or something ridiculous like that. I'm like, really? We sat here through this? Better not be. Better be something worth. Because like I said, I'm not doing all these dumb mukbangs, but she put medical diagnosis. Of course, I'm intrigued. I want to know, like... But I know her. Like, I know her. She's not going to put anything in there that's, like, relevant or whatever, you know?
Just the fast version. If I was, like, not in a hurry, which I was because I really wanted to film this for you guys, not in a hurry, chop up some onion, chop up some celery, which I already have. So you guys should definitely try this. It's so good. So, I have been debating back and forth if I want to sit here and, like, talk about my health. I go through moments where I'm like, of course I do.
Mm-hmm.
I want people to know what's going on with me. And then I have moments where I'm like, but do I want everyone to know?
True, and that's something you got to think of because once you tell us, we're all going to know. But you're very good at vaguing everything. Like, oh, I'm just going to be really vague. Like, there's an issue, but you're not going to know about it. And I'm like, and she knows how much people hate that too. So she better not be doing that. I swear, if that's what this is, where she's like, I have a medical diagnosis, but I'm not going to say, I'm going to knock her upside the head through this video. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, stop it. No, I don't know. Hopefully not, but she's very good at that. She's a good troll. Just a very good troll.
For drinkage today,
I like those.
sparkling water. Sometimes I need that carbonation. This is the only sparkling water that I like. It's the brand
good
Sparkling
brand.
Ice. This one's the orange mango. So, ooh, that hits just right. So good. Mango flavored things are bomb. So, I got rid of my bladder infection for a little bit. It's back. Hi.
I don't doubt it, because you're probably... I mean, I don't know why people get bladder infections. Like, if it's... Maybe you're not drinking enough water. Like, I don't really know. Like, just because she shows us drinking water. Literally, that little bottle of water could be all she drinks for the whole day. Like, that could be why. Maybe you're not peeing enough. I don't know. But I wonder if your food has something to do with it, too. Like, I don't know. I know, like, if she's having intestinal issues or whatever, stomach issues, then, yeah, that could be the food she eats. But as far as the bladder infection, I don't know. Is it because she's just not taking good care of herself? Like, I don't get it. I don't know what causes that in her. Like, you know, is it just her weight? Like, I really don't know. There's so many unanswered questions for me as to why she would be getting it. But if it's her fault, I feel like obviously she's going to keep getting it because she's still doing the same things over and over again. But if not, then that just sucks. I can't even... Oh, sounds painful.
I'm in a lot of pain. Majority of the time. Okay.
I bet.
Not a doctor, but
Obviously.
from my understanding, UTIs turn into bladder infections. Bladder infections can travel to your kidneys. Then you get a kidney infection, and then you can get kidney failure. It's a process. And every time I went to a doctor, they never did labs on me when I would go for this problem. Like, they never did. And I just thought that was so weird because labs can tell you a lot about your health. I feel like I have so much food today, but so much to talk about. Give me a moment. I'm going to do a little bit of eating.
Yeah, duh. Sometimes I don't think I speed this up enough.
I feel like the food wasn't close enough to you guys.
This must be like a sweet flavored rice cake. Like, not plain, because they look like they have some kind of glaze on them. Okay, come on. Like, just say something. Like, quit just eating and eating and eating. Like, say something. The whole point of this is so you can talk, and you're not saying anything. Like, stop taking all these dang bites. You do not need to finish this on camera. Like, just talk. Say something. Like, no one, like, this is the worst part of this video is you eating. So, can you stop for a little bit? Say something. Like, get to the point. Stop, dragging us along on this horrible ride we just, don't want to be on.
You can do so much with this. If you don't like tuna, you can do chicken.
Let me see. Eating, maybe talking.
I know there are channels reacting to me.
I want to, like, fast forward some of this.
Eating, which is so bizarre.
I'm not really reacting to you eating. Like, that's not my point. I don't give a shite about your eating.
That's a whole other.
What I'm trying to react to is whatever your medical diagnosis is that you're telling us about.
People who are watching the reaction channels are watching. So they're watching someone watch me eat. It's a funny concept. So
it's easier to watch a reaction channel reacting to you eat, because then they don't have to pay so much attention to you eating. Like, this is torture for me. But whoever watches me after this, like, watches this video, will find solace in the fact that I stop these videos, I say something, they can reset themselves before we have to be tortured again to watch you eat again. Like, for me, it's all torture. Like, and I have to stop and talk, because that'll drive me nuts. So, yeah, that's why. That was the only way I could ever watch her or Chantal, was through reaction channels, because they're boring for one thing. So I needed someone to talk in the middle of it to keep me awake, which is why I think I yawn a lot during theirs. Not all of the ones I do, because people were saying, like, I get bored with Amy. No. But I'm usually just tired because I do it at night. But, like, with her, it's boredom. That's why you'll see me, like, on my phone, because I'm just like, I can listen to you without watching you. And when you say something important, I'll react to it. Or whatever. But until then, there's no point. But yeah, I just try to keep it interesting for people. So if you want to watch this, you can. And then at least you have me talking and hopefully entertaining you a little bit more than watching her. And, watching my disgust, I'm sure, is fun. So, yeah.
I finally found a doctor who cares. I wish there were a million clones of her so everyone can have her. Because she's kind, sympathetic, understanding, super smart. Like, she even drew, like, a diagram so I could understand my body better and, like, kind of what's going on. She was patient. She was like, do you have any questions? And of course I did, because I'm worried about my health.
I would hope so.
She went above and beyond for me. And I honestly couldn't ask for more. I was gonna wear earrings today. Oh, I forgot. They were a cute pair too. Ah! Oh. So she ran all of the necessary tests.
Good.
Which I didn't even have to ask her. She just knew what to do and what I needed. Like, it's gonna sound ridiculous, but you guys know I'm an emotional person. I cried to her. Because when I go to so many doctors and, like, I get the same outcome every time, it's kind of like I start to think, I don't care anymore. Like, I'm just gonna give up, but this was my last chance to fight for myself, and it was so relieving. It was like the weight, like, was taken off my shoulders that I found her. It was like she was placed in my life for a reason. I firmly believe that. Everything happens for a reason. So she did my labs, and she told me, I will call you if anything shows. Okay? I have never had anything ever. It was fasting labs, by the way. So
That must have been fun.
I didn't wanted to be. Plus, I've been doing a lot of fasting anyways with the whole 16-hour thing, so it was really easy for me. Do I get hungry towards the end of it? Duh. But I mean, I wouldn't be able to do that, a year ago. But so it was fasting labs, so everything was able to be seen and figured out, right?
And come on now, tell us. Put stuff in your face. Tell us. Gosh, she drags things on so much. Like, even not paying attention to her, I'm still annoyed. Like, I'm sorry, I just can't. I can't listen to her talk about nothing. And she does it on purpose. Like, how else is she going to have a 35-minute video if she doesn't say, yeah, I went to the doctor. Yeah, and I walked in, and, oh, yeah, and I had to sign this. And, like, 5 hours later, oh, yeah, and this is what they said. I have a bladder infection. Yeah, duh, we know. You just told, like, or whatever. But, like, she does it on purpose. It's so annoying. But whatever. I've, committed to doing this, and darn it, I'm going to finish it. I'm still not going to watch it because I can't do it. It's so hard. See? A lot of silence here. Can you at least put music in the background or something so we have something to listen to when you're not talking? Other than you're eating, like, even just, like, something in the background? Come on.
So, my phone is always on silent.
Yeah, mine too.
I even have the vibration turned off. And so when someone calls me or texts me, I don't know until I look at my phone. I don't get many calls anyway, so it's like no big deal. And texting, you can reply to that when you want. So, the office closes where I go and get seen at a certain time every single night, Monday through Friday. I'm sitting here, I was working on my puzzle, because I've been puzzle obsessed, very therapeutic.
Yeah, we know.
And me and my friend were texting each other, so I'd look at my phone randomly and reply. And I happened to notice a number called me, and I was like, what is this? Usually when that happens, I'll call back. So I called back. I wasn't expecting it to be my doctor's office because they were closed. It was nighttime. But it was. It was 2 hours after the office closed, which I was like, okay, that's really weird. So I called and no one was answering. That's probably why, because they were closed. They called me 2 hours after they were closed. And I missed the call by 2 minutes. So I want to make that be known. So it was 2 minutes after they called me. I tried calling back and no one was answering. I think it's because they didn't know it was me. They couldn't make anyone. And they're not really supposed to call after hours. So, it made sense. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to call when I wake up. I called when I woke up. And again, no answer. So this time I left a voicemail. Well, the head office answered, and then they transferred me. And that's where they didn't answer because clearly they were busy. So I just left a voicemail. The whole night, last night, I was nervous. I have some more things going on with my body that I won't share with YouTube.
Hopefully.
Mainly because it's like,
TMI?
I might have mentioned it in passing, which I later on regretted, but I'm worried about my health. You can only be this big for so long.
Yeah.
Until something tragic happens.
Yeah. What do you think we've all been trying to tell you? Like, obviously. Like, you act like this is new. Like, no. This is hilarious. I'm taking a screenshot of this because this might be my thumbnail. I mean, come on. That's hilarious. That's like the best picture ever. I've decided since she enjoys doing mukbangs so much, my thumbnails are literally going to be her taking a bite of something. And I had forgotten about that. But since I paused it at this beautiful moment, I'm going to use it as my thumbnail because why not? But anyway, let's get back to it. We've been trying to tell you this the entire time. You don't listen to us. You think you know everything. Yeah.
What worried me the most is like, they called me after hours. So I was thinking something like in my labs were like bad, okay?
Right, like, oh, you're dying of something. What?
Something did show up, okay? The only time something has ever showed up in my labs is every time I have cellulitis, because obviously it's an infection,
Right.
and usually I have a very high white cell count in my blood when I have cellulitis. And
Right.
that's the only time ever I've gotten abnormal labs done.
I would think with a kidney infection or bladder infection, that would be the same too, wouldn't it? Like, wouldn't your white blood cell count be elevated with any kind of infection? And she was saying it came back, so I would think that would be the reason for it. I mean, maybe that's what she's gonna say when she gets to it, but yeah, like, obviously. I mean, I've never had a kidney or a bladder infection, thankfully. Hopefully I don't ever have one because they sound like they hurt. But yeah, I imagine it sucks.
And when I say labs, I mean like getting my blood drawn. I'm sure everyone knows that already.
Yes, we do. My favorite thing is, what does Zachary say? Dr. Lynn, medicine woman. I love it. It's funny. Like, she always tries to, like, act like she knows stuff. I'm like, girl, please. You don't know anything. Like, let's get that through. Like, anyone watching you for any medical advice is gonna get real disappointed. Every little piece.
Which I've been very grateful for my body. Never getting back bad labs, you know?
Yeah, because you're in your 20s. It's not your body. It's not like you're special. You're in your 20s. Yeah, you're not going to. When you're in your 30s, and then she just turned 30. But whatever, when you're mid-30s to late 30s to early 40s, if you stay the way you are, you're going to have a ton of issues. Like, why do you think they're developing now? Things that you've never had are now coming up. Because your body's telling you this will continue to get worse and worse and worse until you lose 250 pounds, 350 pounds, whatever. She's 5-something. Was she 5'19", 5'20"? Let's just say 5'20". So at 5'2", she should be around 120-ish. So that's 400 pounds that she's got to lose. Yeah, that's a lot of pounds, but it's absolutely possible. You see it every day. I mean, you do. You see people lose that much every day. It's not impossible, and she's no different than anyone else. Oh, she's so special because she hasn't gotten sick yet. Just remember that. The whole, like, health at every size community. I'm not sick. I'm not unhealthy. Yet. Wait until you're older. Wait until it catches up with you, and it will. And then what? Like, they use that as an excuse. Oh, I'm still healthy. Yeah, now. But, like, what happens when you're not healthy? And your doctor says, look, you're going to die because you're obese. Just letting you know, unless you change it right now. Then what? You're going to be like, oh, I've decided for my own love, I'm going to lose a little weight. But it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm unhealthy now because of it, even though I've said the entire time that I'm fine, that I can be healthy. It's like, no, that's all delusional. Lies that you tell yourself to make it feel okay to have that, piece of cake, whatever you want to keep eating. Like, believe me. Sometimes I want to lie to myself, too, just to make myself feel better, but I know better, and I'm not going to, so, yeah.
My first thought was, I had two. Something really is wrong with my kidneys, which they'd be able to detect in the labs, or I do have diabetes. Neither of those are it. Like I said, I was fasting. I don't have diabetes. I'm not even pre-diabetic. I am, I'm grateful for that, still to this day and age.
But you could get it.
I'm very grateful. It didn't look like anything's wrong with my kidneys.
I swear she's going to spend this time telling us what's not wrong with her instead of telling us what is wrong with her. Oh, please. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Can't really threaten her because that would be bad. But, like, sometimes, I mean, come on. Don't you want to just anyone watch NCIS? You just pull a Gibbs on her sometimes. Like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, get over this. Like, come on. Snap out of your delusion. Snap out of it. But, like, yeah, sometimes I just want to, like, knock her upside the head just a little bit. Not too hard, not to hurt her. Just kind of jostle that mind of hers to get thinking right. Because, obviously, she knows what works. I mean, I'm watching it. And all this trouble I'm doing to watch this, to suffer through it, and to comment. You bet your butt I'm uploading this. Like, whatever. But it's still, like, she just knows. Maybe that's it. She's just so good at this. Like, just manipulation and, like, getting us to watch her and, like, getting us to react that, like, it drives me nuts because she's not smart. Like, she's not an intelligent person. Like, I'm sorry, it's true. I don't care if she went to college for a semester. She's not smart. And so because someone so unintelligent as her can manipulate us in the way that she does, it drives me crazy because I'm smarter than that. I'm not a genius. Believe you me, I'm not. I'm like a C, maybe a B average student. But I'm still smart enough to know better in a lot of cases. And it's just like, that irks me. That someone as unintelligent as she would be able to manipulate us as well as she does. Like, but I guess it's a different kind of intelligence that she has, you know.
That's good stuff. Bad stuff, in my opinion, only because I've always gone through the labs, okay? First things first. Let's do the lesser of the two evils. I have a very bad vitamin D deficiency.
Of course you do, because you don't go outside. Of course you do. Like, I'm not even surprised at this. Like, someone who spends their entire life inside, of course you do. Like, that's not even a surprise at all. Like, I'm surprised you're not jaundiced from the lack of UV rays you get and the lack of vitamin D in your body. And, like I just get duh.
Not surprised. For something like that to show up in your labs, must be
bad enough.
Must be pretty freaking low, because I have been told by several doctors in the past that it's very common for a lot of people to be low, and like, do all nutrients, vitamins, like whatever. But it's never to the point where, oh my god, you gotta take this pill, that pill, this pill, that pill. So what my doctor did is she called in an actual prescription for vitamin D that I have to take one time weekly for 8 weeks. And I'm just like, okay.
Or go outside.
I'm shocked.
It's probably raining.
But that's not where it ends. And I know a lot of people are probably like, that's all that's wrong with you. You have, like, vitamin D can cause depression. It can cause, like, low vitamin D, sorry. It can cause a lot of, like, side effects. And so
Alright, doctor.
The next thing that I'm about to tell you guys, which actually scares me more.
Okay, get to it. We're all ears. We want to know.
I just feel kind of taken aback a little bit.
I bet I won't be surprised.
A, this isn't the life I wanted for me.
Sure it isn't, but
everything already scares me, you guys. I have, like,
yeah, it's not the life you want for you, but you're the one making this life for yourself. So deep down, you do want it, because if you know, and I know I bring it up because he's awesome, and I don't care, like, what you think if you get mad at me for bringing him up. But doctor now, I love it, because he's always like they'll make some sort of excuse. He's like, no, you just don't want to stop doing what you like to do to listen to me. Like, you know, like, you don't want to stop eating these foods to do what I'm telling you that will save your life and make you healthier. It has nothing to do with whatever you're trying to come up with, like all the, you know, BS people try to tell him. They love him because he's like, no nonsense. He's like, no. Like, don't talk to me. I've been doing this for however many years. Like, I'm the expert. I know more than you. You need to stop. But, like, they always think they know more. And I'm like, no, it's like a teenager, you know, or a child who thinks they know everything. You know, it's like, no, I've been on this world longer. Like, I've had these experiences that you have not had yet. Like, I know more than you do. Like, calm down, you know. But it's just funny to me.
A fear about everything. So, like I said, this one doesn't surprise me. Sorry, I was looking down at my puzzle because you guys are sitting on my puzzle. I am anemic.
Okay.
I found out 5 minutes prior to filming this. Let's do a little. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. And that scares me. But again, I'm not surprised. Because there is something. I know exactly what's causing it. Point blank, period. But being anemic, there's no joke. I know a lot of people are anemic, so don't come for me. This is just new news for me. So, they want me to get a multivitamin with iron. Okay, first of all,
even I'm low in iron. One time, the first time I wanted to give blood, they had told me that my iron was, well, actually, no, I couldn't give blood because I hadn't eaten, and it was my time of the month, and they said usually that will make you low in iron because you're losing blood, but I wasn't actually low in iron. Or he was surprised. The person that did the test was actually surprised, but I still couldn't give blood. But I know I suffer from something similar because mine is more energy than anything. Like, a lot of my energy sometimes just gets really sapped. And the one time I was able to give blood, I almost passed out. In fact, I had to lay there for 45 minutes before the color came back to my face. And so I haven't done it since. But yeah, like, I mean, I'm not surprised, but low iron isn't always like, oh, because she eats like blah, 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 blah. Like, that can happen to a lot of people. So that one, it's like whatever. But the other one, yeah, because you don't go outside. But like, and I know, like, if you live in places like Alaska where for 6 months it's winter or it's night or whatever, then yeah, you're going to have a low vitamin D because, you know, you're not able to go out. And I'm sure right now, but even then when it's nice and sunny outside, she doesn't go outside. So it doesn't surprise me.
For 6 years, I have bought multivitamins upwards to 10 times, and not once have I taken them. Maybe one time I popped one in my mouth. Because it's always a thought. Take me some multivitamins, ooh, so healthy, but I never take them, okay? Because, I don't know, I'm too lazy. No, I truly don't know why, but they want, like I said, they want me to get multivitamin with iron.
I would say too lazy.
And I wrote all the notes down of what they wanted me to do. So, they want to see if me taking the vitamin D, is it a supplement? I wrote all this down. Oh my god. Chicken scratch, because I entered the chat. And then, okay, so the vitamin D supplement and then the iron, multi with iron, they want me to do those things. And then I have another appointment with them in about a month.
Who cares?
Like, in the past, even in the most recent time, no doctors ever wanted to follow up with me. But this one, okay, I'm gonna do labs and we're gonna find out in a week what's wrong, and then you're gonna come back and do testing after this medicine, and then, like, just so on it. Like, she is on it.
Yeah, like, I get it. You know, you definitely want a doctor who you feel cares about your health. But it's very hard for, like, I know there are certain people out there in this world that maybe are slightly hypochondriac, you know? Like, they're kind of I don't know, like, they want something to be wrong with them in a way. And, like, if the doctors aren't telling them everything they want to hear, then they're like, oh, they're a bad doctor. So I don't know if she's like that. I feel like maybe she's a little bit like that. Because she's always at the doctor. Like, if I have a cold, I don't go to the doctor. Because there's no cure. There's no, other than over-the-counter stuff that I can buy to help with my symptoms, there's nothing that the doctor's going to do. Why would I go to the doctor for a cold? Like, you know, and she's the type of person that would go to a doctor for a cold. And I'm like, why? Like, you're wasting their time, first off. And all they're going to do is say, yeah, you got a cold. Here, go get blah, 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 and blah, 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 and that should help. It's like, yeah, you could have done that in the first place. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I feel anyway.
So, yeah. So I have an appointment with them in a month to see if the vitamins are working. And then I have another appointment with them, actually. It's taken about 2 weeks to see if the antibiotic I'm on now for my bladder infection is working. It seems like no antibiotics like me, I guess.
Yeah, it's because you take too many, and they're going to stop working. Like, duh.
This is a rice cake.
Honey?
Caramel on it.
Yep, I knew it. It wasn't
so low calorie, but so just like satisfying and filling. And you can do so many things with them. Peanut butter.
That's what my sister does.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta try that. I gotta go get some more rice cakes because I ran out, and I gotta get some peanut butter. I'm gonna try that. My sister suggested it when I get a sweet tooth, so I'm like, alright, I'm gonna try it. But yeah, they are pretty good, I'm not even gonna lie.
I figured I'd have a little sweet dessert moment.
Yeah, you had apples. Those are sweet too. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I gotta stop yawning. Ugh.
I wonder how rice cakes are made. Like, are those actual, like, rice?
Couldn't say. Don't know.
I feel like it's not. Because rice is kind of high in calorie.
No, it's probably has more to do with how it's prepared. That it's riced or something. I'm sure it's something like that. Like it's more of a verb than a noun. At least I think so. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think maybe that's why they're called that. You can look at the ingredients. I am actually kind of curious. I might look in the ingredients and find out. Because why not?
What do I know?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm looking it up now while she's talking. Let's see.
I don't know. I kind of feel bad talking about these things because it's like there are worse things happening to
it's made of
good people out there.
It's got brown rice in it. I'm looking up the Quaker rice cakes, which I'm assuming is what she's eating. And it says it's natural whole grains, comes in a variety of flavors. It's gluten-free, brown rice made with 100% natural blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so I mean, I guess there is rice in it, but brown rice is definitely healthier than white rice, of course, so that's probably why they're so low in calories. But it's cool because they have recipes you can actually make your own. That would be interesting to try. But yeah, so there you go. There's actual rice in there.
Then anemic and a vitamin D deficiency. Like, it's so stupid when I say it out loud.
Why?
And it's like, I sit here and I'm like, I'm scared. This is a big deal. When there's so much worse out there. I just feel stupid.
True, but when you're obese, even the little things can kill you, so you know, you probably should be a little worried about them. Like, I don't think it's stupid that you're like, oh, I have this and this. Like, no. It's probably, you know, you want to make sure you nip it in the bud now, because if not, it's going to kill you. You know, definitely. So I don't see that it's stupid for you to worry. Ugh. I think she was raised in a barn. You know that whole, were you raised in a barn? She was definitely raised in a barn. Because, like, no one taught her the proper etiquette to eat. Like, no one. Ugh. See, the thing, too, like, because I'm not going to respond to every mukbang she does, I'm sure she probably already explained what's up with the wrist thing. I got no clue. So you guys might have to tell me. Like, I'm not going to watch everyone. So there's a lot I'm going to miss. Because if I come to, you know, one and all of a sudden she's got a neck brace, I'm not going to know what happened because I'm not going to watch the other ones where she describes what happens. And unless I see a reaction, I guess I could still watch reaction channels on the ones I don't watch. So at least I can keep up to date because, yeah, I got no clue. But I haven't watched reaction channels in a little bit because I wanted to react to all these videos first before I watched any of the reaction channels so that they could be actual reacts. Ugh. So, yeah.
Calories on this meal are so low for how much it is, like volume wise. And I am actually leaving this meal full.
Wipe your face. Thank you.
I'm gonna drop something, I swear.
Is she wearing a mic? Maybe that's why. I'm like, why do I hear this so much? See, I think she's wearing a clip-on mic. I'm like, ugh. No wonder I can hear the chewing and the, like, ugh.
So, if you're going through something out there and I made you feel frustrated or less than, I did not mean to, because I know for me sometimes, like, hearing someone's problem and it being so just like tiny compared to mine, sometimes I get almost jealous of their problem, but then I have to realize that, like, their problem and with their life and their,
I'm going to be honest, like, watching you does not make me, because your problems, no matter how small, are still a lot worse than mine. So, yeah, no. Watching you does not make me feel, like, worse off or whatever. And I'm sure with most people it's the same. Like, your problems are way, like, higher than a lot of ours. So, I think that's why like I said, that's why I think a lot of people watch her and Chantal, is because they make us feel a little bit better about our lives. You know, like, I definitely would not wish her life on myself or anyone else. Like, And maybe it's mean, but I'm thankful that I'm not her. Like, I'm very thankful I'm not her. I'm thankful I'm not Chantal. Like, I can't even imagine being them, because I know how it is to be me, and I'm not perfect, and my life's not amazing, but it's so much better than theirs. Like, sure, financially maybe not, because I don't make $10,000 a month, and I probably never will, but I feel like it's more than that. Like, I go out and I do stuff, and I, like, live my life, and yes, I'm obese, and there are certain things I still can't do, but I want to, and I'm going to plan to do those. Like, I want to go zip lining in Fremont Street, because I think it'd be so amazing, and I want to, you know, I was thinking of joining one of those trampoline places, you know, and just going and jumping on trampolines and, like, having fun and just, like, working out that way, you know. But I can still do so much more than they can, and I'm thankful for that. Like, and they help me remember why I'm thankful, you know, and why I'm doing this, so that I don't end up 500 pounds and have to live the way that they do, because that would just be so devastating for me. So, yeah, while those problems are small, her overall life problems are not.
Body and mind and heart and spirit, that problem might be really big to them, because there's a saying that I love: what's chaos to the fly is probably not chaos to the bee, or whatever. I know I said that wrong, but
Yes, you did.
that's the biggest example I can think of. Like, it's such a good quote, honestly, because it's true. Like, my problems that I consider, you know, earth-shattering, to someone else might just be like a tiny little blimp in the road, you know? So it makes me feel, like, kind of bad talking about all this. Like, I legitimately feel bad. So if you're going through something medically wrong, I'm sorry, and God, why am I so, like, I'm, like, so annoying, I'm so emotional, because I know there are people who are watching me who reach out and talk to me about their health issues, and these are always in my thoughts.
Okay, yeah. So here's the quote I found. I decided I might as well find it, because, you know, it says, normal is an illusion. What is normal for the spider is chaos for the fly. It's a good quote, but that's how it actually goes. I'm like, I knew I'd heard it before, but I was like, I didn't know what it was, so I looked it up, you know, like you should in certain things like that. Like, look it up, see what it says. But yeah, that's what it was.
Right, because sometimes you're not in control.
And it's by Charles Adams.
You know?
Charles Adams. Oh, I'm so itchy. I don't know why. Oh, you finished it. Surprised. Oh, good for you. Okay, come on. Is that it? I mean, are we done? Like, that was it, right? Yeah. Like,
That was a good meal.
I doubt she's going to say anything important.
And if you guys are wondering, I hear noises. I think Eric's watching TV. You guys sit on this container, which has my shoes in it. That's the only thing I have that will hold my food and also show you guys my food. So you guys need to mimic that very meal.
No, we don't. But it does look good. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like, maybe I want to try it, because that sounds good. I need to get some celery. I need more vegetables in my diet anyway. I might actually do that. I'm gonna try. Maybe that's what I'll do. I will mimic that meal. I'll get the apples. I'll get the whatever, and then I'll do my mukbang and see how much better I do. We'll see though. Watch, it's gonna suck, and I'm gonna be really bad at it. See, the hard thing is the celery, because it's so crunchy, and when you eat it, like, but I might cut mine up into little bite-sized pieces. Like, if I know I'm going to eat on camera, I cut it up into small bite-sized pieces to make sure that when I take my bites, that they're not too big. So I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, then.
You're going to leave it stuffed. Like, I am full
Stuffed
to the gills.
I'm sure I
Is that
will.
insane? I think it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Sort of.
I don't know why, but I always have, like, maybe 4 things I want to, like, answer or talk about, and then I just, like, carry on with the same conversation the whole time. I think it's because normally what could be said in 5 minutes takes a lot longer to move on, because you're also eating and crunching and swallowing, chewing.
Yeah, but you're also saying nothing the entire time, so that you can spread it out until you finish your food. Like, honestly, if she hadn't been eating, she would have just said this stuff outright. It'd have been a 5, maybe 10-minute video, bam. But because she has to eat on camera, and she wants to spread out the entire video while she eats, she puts in BS nonsense stuff in between that we could care less about before she gets to the point. And I already knew this was going to happen, so I'm not even surprised. I'm just saying. That's pretty much it. But she'd be like, oh, it's because I'm doing a mukbang. No, no, no. It's because you're doing a mukbang that you're taking your time so that you can eat and finish your food on camera. And then once she's done, she has nothing else to say and it's over.
Drinking. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
I've done stuffing my face, so here we go. I'm done. Yay. Okay. Whatever. Well, I'm done with this. But yeah, I'm not reacting to all of her mukbangs. So like I said, I can't. Nope. Her and Chantal. Chantal has one. I have it in my watch later, but I'm probably not going to because it doesn't look like there's anything important in it. And I just can't. There was one she has that I have to find. Chantal does because I want to react to that one. I think it was called I'm Moving. I didn't react to that one. I didn't save it for some weird reason, so I got to do that. But yes, that was it. Yay us. We survived. Woohoo. Star points given. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next time.